All right, there we are. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Mark Avens here, bringing you another episode of the Daily Dose. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give a moment or two to see who jumps on this morning. I know Mondays are busy schedules. Maybe your schedule's all off. I'm here to bring you the Daily Dose, a daily dose of encouragement. Why? Because I know we all could use, myself included, a daily dose of encouragement. So when you come on here, I'd love to hear where you live in this world and what you got planned for the week ahead. If you even have a plan, maybe your plans are completely off track right now. And right now I'm just going to share with you a couple of minutes of my encouragement to you to get you through the week. You see, one of the things that I've been doing as an online coach, by the way, on a side note, I am an online coach. I help moms and dads over 40, helping them to get on a healthier path, lose weight, and do so without long workouts and impossible diets. And while my days and my weeks and my years, in fact, for the past 25 years, I've made my pursuit helping to encourage others, and through ups and downs and moments, and even though we're facing something that none of us know what tomorrow is going to bring, and it's that uncertainty. Today, I want to share with you a bit of encouragement about an uncertainty and how to help overcome uncertainty, because regardless, we don't know anything that's really going to happen tomorrow. Heck, we don't really necessarily know what's going to happen in the next hour, but I can tell you there's ways that you can set yourself up for success so that even in times of uncertainty that you can go through and be able to do the best you can, right? That's what it comes to. And there's a difference between doing the best you can and actually preparing to do the best you can. And I'll tell you what, I have an amazing coach who's helped me over the past, just kind of come alongside me and built a community of other people like me in a business sense, and helping overcome times of uncertainty. And maybe in your workplace, maybe your boss is doing that same thing. Maybe for school, if you're in school or you have kids that are in school, is trying to work through these times of uncertainty. And I want to share with you some helpful tips and really things that are helping my coaching clients when it comes to getting through times of uncertainty and really just taking it. And that's really the biggest thing, is having this mindset of positivity. Because that's what it comes down to. Because look, I posted the quote by Winston Churchill: "The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty." And it's interesting because that quote by Churchill just made me think about where people tend to lie one way or the other. They tend to lie on being pessimistic about, the end of the world and the end of my life and the end of my career and the end of my money and the end of this and that and how am I going to do these, and upset, the end of, I'm going to get sick and I'm going to die and all these things. And hey, don't get me wrong. This is not to downplay what's going on, because it's unbelievable what's going on right now for a number of different reasons. And that's not for me to get into it, but really you have two choices, and that could be with anything going on in life, good, bad, or indifferent, is you have the choice. You have the choice to respond or react. And while I know I react about a lot of things, I'm human, and I think that's our natural instinct, is to want to react, or you can choose to respond. And this week, what I hope to share with you is a bit of encouragement for you to respond more optimistically rather than pessimistically. I think that's a word. So again, I'm not the English professor. And here's the thing is what you focus on this week, what you focus on Monday, on today, what you focus on in the next hour, what you focused on in the next 30 minutes, what you focused on in the next minute, even if it's with me, that's going to grow. If you focus on the negativity, if you focus on the stress, if you focus on the worries, if you focus on the cares, if you focus on the things that are going to take your mindset and the rest of your day downhill, that's what's going to grow, right? And the reality is, look, this is week number 5. And I don't know why I'm yelling. I think maybe that's why I got in the Jeep, because I'm fired up about Mondays. I love Mondays. It's one of my personal favorite days of the week because it's a chance for fresh new starts. I love it. My coaching clients checking in with me, what their goals are for the week. We set up the accountability right from the get-go. And there's nothing better than starting fresh in your week ahead. So I don't care how many days of of quarantine you've been in. If it's been 4 weeks, for us, it's 5 weeks. We're in week number 5 of quarantine. And we came out of like a high. We were at the highest high from coming back from a trip from Breckenridge, Colorado. We were snowboarding. It was amazing. It was like an amazing trip for our family. So we were on this high, and it literally like came right in to like, boom, like everything changed, right? And I get that. And, you know, while part of me wanted to pull myself into that rut, downward spiral, into that pessimism, into saying, oh my gosh, how's my business? Oh my gosh, the kids aren't going to go to school. Oh my gosh, everybody's going to be home in my home office and I'll be in the Jeep doing work. Those are the things that I started to think about. And then I realized that, if I'm focusing on that, that's what's going to grow. So I want to encourage you, whether you're thinking about your work and how you're going to pay your bills. And again, I'm in the same boat. We have struggles. My wife, you know, she works in one of the top hospitals in the entire country. And there's still a chance that she isn't going to have a job, right? There's a chance that not many people are going to want to do coaching with me, right? Their focus is maybe on other things. That's my livelihood. That's the way I help earn a living and pay for the roof over our head and put food on the table. I know maybe that's where you're challenging, but I can choose to focus on all of the things, the circumstances, and maybe a lot of them I can't control and some that I can control. But number one, it's the mindset, is aligning your mindset with positivity, allowing your body going into this week being positive. That's the way. And again, maybe that's why I'm in the Jeep right now, because I'm fired up. You see, one of the things that really fires me up is to see people taking that positive action step forward. To see them go into the week and be like, you know what? This freaking sucks right now. Life sucks right now. My kids aren't in school. You know, my work is all up in the air. I didn't think this was going to happen. My circumstances are way different right now in April than I thought they were going to be back in March and back in February. I thought 2020 was going to be the year that this was going to be my year. And now you're faced with, holy crap, 2020 is sucking right now for me. And you know what? Those are the things that, whether it sucks or not, again, there's things about 2020 right now that suck for me too. Hear me out. But I can tell you, I'm not going to win the battle if I chase down the things that suck in my life right now. Because if I focus on the things that suck in my world right now, that's what's going to grow. Suck is going to grow in my world right now. Does that make sense? So look, if things are sucking right now, maybe you're even sick and maybe you're in the hospital, and I will pray for you. And I always think, maybe I got so fired up because of yesterday, Easter Sunday, and the message of hope that was delivered from, if you're in your faith, that was delivered to me yesterday, this message of hope. And I want to give you hope right now that today can be your best week ever. It can be your absolute best Monday in your entire freaking life today. But it can if you're focusing on pessimism, on negativity, on the glass being half empty, on being a victim. You don't have to be a victim. I don't care if your circumstances are really like crappy right now. You can be a victor in that. And I'm not even going to go off on the faith standpoint, because that's really what's fueling mine, is my faith and belief in God that He's going to pull me through. In fact, it's one of I do daily affirmations, and hang on tight, because I'm going to give you something that's going to help you with this, something that's practical that you can do, that's helped me, that's helped my clients in their health and fitness journey. And I don't care whether you're on a fitness journey right now, it is going to help you. So hang in there with me. But I can tell you that one of the things that I heard from a pastor is if you don't want to fall down this week, two practical things. And then I didn't make this up. If you don't want to fall down this week in your mindset and your pessimism and the glass being half empty, if you don't want to fall down, don't walk in slippery places. If you don't want to be angry and negative, don't listen to news that's going to bring you down and give you anger and negativity. If you have friends that are doing nothing but posting, bashing our president, bashing politics, bashing this world, bashing our country, bashing what we should have, could have done, if that's what you're going through, then you're going to fall down. Whether it be in your mindset, in your attitude, that's going to cause you to grow in that. So don't do yourself a favor. Let me encourage you in this, because I know you have the power, just as I do, because I'm not anything special. The people that are choosing optimism, even if your circumstances completely suck, you're going to have a better day. In fact, you can win April. This month you can absolutely win, and that's with your mindset. That's with the attitude. Oh, I just almost poked my eye out. I'm fired up. And I'm glad I'm not in the house right now because the kids will be all woken up. They better be up. They better be doing their homework. I'm going to give them optimism. They didn't go to school. Their lives are changed. My son doesn't have a job right now. He just started his first job. And I said, Mason, look at this as an opportunity to look at ways that you can be intuitive and ingenious in ways to make money. You know what? He bought and sold some shoes online. He's made a few $100. Not bad for a 16-year-old, right? He's realizing the mindset matters and keeping optimism. And here's what you need to do is you need to fight one battle at a time. If you want to win this week, if you want to win this month, you got to fight the battle right now today. You got to win. Now look, if you're in this part where you're like, man, my health sucks. That's why I've been following you. And now everything else sucks. That's why I've been following you for some advice on your health and your fitness. And now it means you got to battle everything. Well, you got to battle one meal at a time. If you're trying to lose weight, you got to battle one meal at a time. You got to battle one workout at a time. If your gym closed, that's one workout at a time. If you're looking down the road at maybe May and June and July and saying, I can't go on that vacation with my family and I don't know if I'm going to have enough money in July, win the battle today. Win the battle right now that you have. Be encouraged by this. The practical part, let me share this with you. So remember this. If you don't want to fall down today, if you don't want to fall down tomorrow, or maybe when your mind starts going, and realize the reason why your mind's starting to go down and you're starting to be pessimistic is you're probably following those things. If you don't want to fall down, don't walk in slippery places, right? You know, as a Christian, one of the things in my faith, if I don't want to go down the road of sin, if I don't want to go down and entertain my anger and my frustration, if I don't want to cause problems that are going to cause me to sin, whether it's the lust of the eyes, of the heart, any of those things, it could be in my finances, it can be in relationships, it can be with parenting. If I don't want to go down that direction, I got to focus on not falling down. And the thing is that it just starts with a little bit. It might be that you just check your news feed. And then you get pulled in and you check more of the news feeds. And then you're drawn in to watch that news broadcast. That's going to bring you down even more. You're going to fall. That's just the reality. So here's a practical tip. I'm hoping you're staying on here. Here's a practical tip. Now, we use this in the health and fitness. I use this with my coaching clients. It's an amazing tip that can help you break off of that. Because you can just, have enough willpower to keep you away from those. Here's a really, really practical tip. Now, there's this thing called an anchor song, and I have a radio on here and I have Bluetooth, but it's through my phone and it wouldn't work right now. But one of the things that's helped me through my day when I feel like my mindset is starting to go towards the negativity and the pessimism, well, I have things scheduled in. I have a mapped out plan. All right, so Mark, if you start going negative, you need to go take a walk, take the dog for a walk, or go get a workout in, and you need to turn on your anchor song. And I don't know if you've heard of it. I've talked about this in the past, an anchor song. So think of what an anchor does, right? It anchors you. It anchors you in place. Well, if you can either be anchored to pessimism, right? Or you can have this transition, this anchor song to transition you to something that's going to anchor you towards optimism, right? So the anchor song is something, and you could pick any song. It could be country, it could be dance, it could be hip hop, it could be a faith song. For me, that's one of the things that I love is I'll turn on a Christian song that I'll play and it'll just help me transition away. And then I'll start realizing that's where my thoughts need to be going. That's what I need to be focused on. Those are the things that are going to keep me optimistic. And that's what's going to help me anchor and transition me to the things I need to focus on. So you can do that for workouts. If you're in your work mode, busy work mode, and you go through your day and you need to take breaks through your day. Now, working out of the home, I don't know if you do this, but if you work out of the home, and a lot of you might, and you might get stuck in work mode, and you don't have anything to transition you away from it, is set an alarm and play an anchor song and go transition yourself by using that anchor song. So that's a practical tip. So how to overcome uncertainty, is to get away from the pessimism that is trying to take over in your life. Be optimistic in your day. You want to win your day. You got to win your hour. You got to win every minute. It might even be that you got to win every second. And you got to build up the things in the routines in your life, whether it be an anchor song, whether it be listening to the Daily Dose here at 8 a.m. Listen, I'm doing this Daily Dose on purpose. There's a purpose for it. I honestly feel a calling that we need more encouragement in our lives, and I want to provide that with you by giving you a Daily Dose. This is episode 15. The last 15 days, can I tell you, I've been more encouraged because I'm hearing myself. I go back and listen to this after, and I encourage myself. This is not like a narcissistic thing, is that I want to hear my message so that I can improve it the next time that I come on here and share that with you, whether I'm talking about faith, talking about uncertainty, talking about the daily dose of encouragement that we all could use right now. Look, I'm sweating. Well, I do live in Florida, and it's going to be stormy. So I'm breaking a sweat right now. But maybe it requires you to break a little sweat when it comes to being intentional about how you move through your day. And I hope this message found you well and it encouraged you. I don't want this to be about negativity. I want this to be about optimism and positivity, because that's something that if we aligned our mindset with positivity, it's going to gear you towards having a more positive day. Does that make sense? So anyway, I hope this message found you well. Listen, the Daily Dose, all I ask in return is that if you like this Daily Dose, is that you share it with one of your friends. Just share this on a post. You can send it in a private message. You can give me the thumbs up. You can share with me an encouragement if you want some of that. If you're just coming on now, I suggest you go back and watch it. I'm not sweating from a workout this morning. I'm sweating because I'm so encouraged by Monday. I'm so encouraged by so many people in a community of not only just believers in faith, but just believers that we're going to get through this. Not only are we going to get through this, it's going to make us better. It's going to improve. Like you're thinking to yourself, how is this going to improve my life? How is this coronavirus going to make things better? How is what my circumstance I'm going through going to make life easier for me? Let me tell you, in 47 years, I've had a number of terrible, challenging, like almost life-ending as it felt while I was going through those seasons that I've gone through. And I can look back at them now and I think of those are where I grew the most. Those are where I actually learned to be the most optimistic about life, is going through excuse the language, well, I won't. I'll just say crappiest. Going through the crappiest moments of my life right now, I can look back at them, and those are what helped shape and define my optimism today. Why I'm on here right now is because of some of the things that I've been so fortunate, some of the crappiest moments that I've been so blessed and fortunate to go through that have helped make me who I am today. Again, you get what you get with me. I'm sharing you the honest truth about who I am. And I'll tell you what, I would much rather go through life being optimistic, regardless of what kind of crap is filling the airways on the TV. Hey, you want to be more optimistic? Don't waste time on Netflix. I've spent enough time on there, don't get me wrong. But focus on what you need to focus on today, on giving yourself an opportunity to grow. And the way you grow in the positive direction is you fill your mind with positivity. That's what it comes down to. That's it. You want to know what it takes to win your Monday? Is going into your Monday being positive and optimistic and keeping the glass half full. And even if your circumstances suck right now, that not only are you going to get through it, you're going to actually grow and thrive through this moment. So listen, that's all I got. I got to go take a shower. I'm sweating here. I hope this message found you well. If you're catching this on the replay, all I ask again is that you share this with a friend. Come on here, 8 a.m., Daily Dose. Mark Avens here. If you want information on my signature lean body breakthrough coaching program, that's my livelihood. Now, I got some really cool things working in the near future, but that's just not happening by itself. It's actually happening because I'm moving in that direction towards positivity. And I know you have the ability to. You have that ultimate choice. How you want, do you want the day to own you, or you want to own your day ahead? And you can own it in a positive sense, or you can own it in a negative sense. It's up to you. It's your choice. That's all I got. Hope this message found you well. Take care and have an awesome, blessed Monday.